Hello, everyone, and welcome to Choo-Choo Charles. I've never played this game before. I have no idea what's gonna happen. All I know that it's a horror game, that it's scary, and that I'm gonna scream and run. Mostly scream and run. Alright. Classic. The classic Choo-Choo Charles Especially. Yeah, I don't want to rage, I just want to be scared.
I know it's been a while since we last spoke, but something has happened at the mines I've been supervising. No, trust me, you'll
No
want to make
one
time for
trusts me.
this.
You'll want to
You're
make time
looking
for
for
this.
something big to
Looking for
keep your
something
museum
big
in
to keep
business?
your museum
Well,
in
there's
business.
something big
Oh,
on
there's
that
something
island.
on that
Real
island.
big.
Real big.
So many friends.
So
Many
many
of my own
friends.
son are
Even
still
my
out there. If
some
anyone
are
can
still
bring
there.
this
If
thing
anyone
down,
can
it's
bring this
you. It'll be the
down,
biggest
it's
attraction
you.
your city's ever
But the biggest
seen.
attraction
And you
your
can help
city
an old
has ever
friend.
seen. You can help an
Yes,
old
meet
friend.
me on the docks at
Yes, meet
sunset.
me at...
I
Oh.
hope you're ready for a little monster hunt.
I wasn't hearing the voices in my ears, which is weird.
Yes, sir. They call him Charles. Half trained, half giga spider from hell. We've been planning his demise for some time now, and have nearly everything in order. Just a few people to meet and places to...
Sorry. I want to make sure that... Sorry.
see. Simple errand, you know. Yes, sir. Welcome to Aranerum, the island where miners dig their own graves. Stay close. Charles isn't the only thing to fear around here.
I... I might need this to be... Yes... So it doesn't crash the whole thing. Like, my cameras already have difficulty following. Alright, that's better. I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best here. Ah! I'm about to fall off my desk. This is not professional.
There's a train shed at the top of the hill. One of the train operators was killed early on by the beast, so his old engine should be in there. If we can get to it, it could be an indispensable tool on our journey.
Alright.
Stay close. We
I
don't
thought
want
it
to be
would be like
exposed for too long.
auto scroll or something. shift. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Ah, shucks, it's locked. Not to worry, we can still find a way in. There's a small shack up the path that might have a key inside. Take this map, I just marked the location on it. See if the key is up there, and I'll look around some more down here.
Can't read shit. Okay, escape. Alright. Is there anything on Q? Yeah, lean left and lean right, but is there anything on X? No. And I think I'm gonna put the map on maybe R. Sorry. Inventory, I'll put it on F. Alright. Anything else? Uh, There you go. Like, I have an extra disadvantage because I can't see shit with these glasses. Not only that, but these headphones are shit. Let me just grab another pair. I'm so sorry. This is so unprofessional. Train station key. Anything else? Can I not grab a lantern or flashlight? I can't see. Anything.
Good on you! Looks like you found it. Open up that door and lead the way.
Okay.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. She's an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to inspect the train's exterior. Why don't you take a peek inside, see what we got to work with?
I want to explore around first.
Well, the exterior is a little rough, but everything looks to be intact. That gun you were looking at wasn't on here when I was evacuated from the island, but it sure looks fun to use. We can light up Charles with it and take him down before he even sees us coming.
Yeah, let me just. I know I'm annoying.
Are you ready to take this thing for a spin?
Yes, indeedy.
Yeah, baby! We're coming for you, Charles! Do you hear that? It's him! It's him! Get to the gun! Light him up! Light him up! Careful! Don't let the gun overheat! If he's not taking enough damage, get some headshots!
No! I go back for him?
This isn't how things were supposed to end. I thought we could still fight like this. Yes, sir. Easy in, easy out. You'll need to do more than I thought, but I don't have time to explain. Find the eggs. Find my son.
No, Eugene! Alright, I'm getting the fluff out of here. I saw a fire. Okay, nothing here.
Eugene told us we'd have a newcomer soon. I suppose that would be you. There's some scrap metal in the balcony room of my house that you could use to repair and upgrade your train. Here's the key. And although the balcony is right behind me, I'll just mark it on your map anyway. As a side note, talk to anyone around here, and they'll do whatever they can to help. And
Noted.
not wearing a mask, that is. Check out the balcony, and take whatever you can use. Good luck with everything.
We've been waiting as patiently as we can, but the past few days have been chaotic, to say the least. Charles has been more aggressive lately, to the point where I'm starting to fear how many of us left by the time helps arrive. Well, how many of us will be left, whatever. Godspeed, Eugene. We're counting on you. It's not the time for this to get out of my ear. Of 9 scrap. Alright. Uh... I wonder if there's a thing that's like a scrap metal detector. That would be nice.
Look, kid, I know you're supposed to be some fancy-pants monster hunter, but you can't earn my respect without making yourself useful. One of Warren's goons dumped a locked chest in the yard last night. After beating on it for a few hours, I didn't break anything but a sweat. I got some lock picks, but I don't know how to use them. Here, take them. If you can get that chest open, you'll earn my respect. And I might just give you some scraps to help improve your train.
Ah. Ah! Darn it. So if I find chests, I can unlock them. That's good to know. Let's go inside and close the door. I can't close the door. That's...
Well, Fancy Fingers here got the chest unlocked. That's an odd-looking piece of junk you found inside there. Bit of a letdown, to be frank. But you earned my respect, so here's some scraps, like I promised.
There's something here. But I don't know if it's smart to go that far. It looks like a farm. Should I? I'll talk to the NPCs and I'll go to like the special places after.
The monster hunter has arrived, I see.
Yes.
This is no ordinary hunt, mind you. We've already tried fighting Charles, but he retreats into the wilderness if he is sufficiently harmed. We believe there may be a way to get Charles to commit to a mortal battle, however. Dispersed around the island are 3 eggs, locked in the island's 3 primary mines. Our theory is that putting these eggs in the temple at the center of the island will provoke Charles into a fight to the death. Unfortunately, the mining company owner, Warren Charles III, has placed armed guards inside each mine to protect the eggs. There's an egg in the mine just down the rail. Here's the key to the mine. I've marked the entrance on your map.
That seems important. Fine. It's not smart.
Well, hello, darling.
Hello.
I'm making a fresh stew with ingredients from my very own swamp. But I don't have any meat at the moment. I smell a carcass on the island in the swamp, and if you wait over there and bring it back for me, I'll pay you some scraps. Although, you'll need to be wary of Barry, the swamp monster. Keep an eye out for him splashing around, and don't move if he gets close to you. As long as you stand still, he's as kind as a kitten.
36, that's a lot. Darn it! How am I supposed to know when he appears?
I made a little flamethrower as an addition to my spider train home defense plan, but as you can see, that has slightly backfired. Nearly cooked myself alive in that shed as I was testing it. Shoot dang. I would love to save the shed, though. If a flamethrower somehow still works after the fire dies down, well, you can take it. I'd assume you're the monster hunter that folks have been expecting, so a weapon like this could come in handy. Using the water tank to put out the fire. Pure genius. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Here,
It's
take old bug spray. Cause of this chaos. I don't want to see it anywhere near here again. Shoot dang.
alright. So far so good, I guess. I'd rather meet everyone beforehand just to be sure, but you know. Ugh. For the past 7 days, there have been some strange happenings in I Wilderfield. Wilderfield. A week ago, I went over there to clear my mind, as I often do, and found a strange drawing pinned to a lamppost. I took it down the page and it burned it because it seems like the best way to deal with the paranormal paper. Next night, I found even more drawings and burned them as well. I found exactly 16 drawings, multiple nights in a row, and now they're accompanied by outrageous ghastly noise. I don't feel safe going out there again. My best guess is that the place is haunted. Maybe by a lost crew member? Maybe by something else.
Say, you're that monster hunter. I must know, do you have any experience with ghosts? Someone or something has been pinning exactly 16 drawings to lampposts in the boulder field every night. I always collect and burn them, but as I was looking for them last night, I began hearing strange noises and seeing strange things. I only found half of them yesterday because of the commotion. Could you go find the last date and bring them to me?
Ah! Ah! No! How am I supposed to win against that flippin' thing? Ugh. I guess. Is there an easier way to change between the weapons? No. Fluff. I'm sorry for being loud. I've been sticking out this area for days and Charles has never crossed the old wood bridge. Somehow, a beast is cunning enough to know it's dangerous. But if he's angry and desperate, he might just chase someone across it. Then bam, we use John's bomb to blow the whole thing up and Charles falls face first into the canyon. If he if he blast if the blast doesn't kill him, the fall surely will. So this area. Ah.
You're the archivist my father told me about.
Yes.
Although, I'm disappointed to see that he chose to stay on the mainland rather than return with you. Not to say that your help isn't appreciated, but we could have used his aid as well. If you haven't already heard from the others, the mine boss Warren is protecting dangerous monster eggs that could lead to catastrophe. While our main plan is to summon Charles into a duel and fight him to the death, we've devised a perfect trap as a precaution that may help defeat him. Go attach these remote explosives to each of the support pillars under the wood bridge out there. Then meet me back here.
Alright, that is done.
That's the tallest and weakest bridge on the island. So if Charles ever crosses it, we can blow him sky high. I'll be on standby to detonate the charges, but it's still up to you to summon and fight him. Here, take this. It's the key to the temple. Once you think you're prepared enough, you can break in and fight the battle of a lifetime.
I'll try.
So, the fabled hunter has finally arrived. You know, my late husband built a gun to help fight Charles, but Warren's goons stole the barrels and took them up to their camp. Bob was such a brave man. Much braver than you, I bet.
Maybe.
If you take what I
Probably.
have left of the gun and steal back those other parts, you can put it back together to use against Charles. Just do me one favor, will you?
Yeah.
If you do end up using it, name it Bob, in memory of my honey.
Last night's meeting, Greg told us a crazy conspiracy about Warren trying to use the spider train for world domination as part of the crew that worked in the temple. I'm far from convinced. While the prison was extracting the life energy from a batch of eggs, Charles attacked us for the first time. Not only did he fight like hell while the eggs were being destroyed, but he nearly doubled in size. His fought as if he were consuming the energy. His legs grew larger and stronger, while his face grew more distorted right before our eyes. Those of us who survived couldn't even fathom what we witnessed. That was when Warren hid the eggs and ordered us to protect them. That was when he began evacuating people. That was when everything turned for the worse. I know Warren had plenty of skeletons in his closet, but I can't help thinking they might actually be looking out for us this time. Gale.
The Archivist, in all your radiant glory. Paul entrusted me with a key to one of the mines containing an egg, but before I give it to you, I have to warn you about something. There's an ancient shrine on the island, a pyramid of sorts, with a curious prism located at the top. The prism seems to have been designed for one purpose, to destroy monster eggs. 3 slots are carved into the prism, which perfectly fit the eggs. When fully loaded, a massive beam of energy is emitted, seemingly drawn from the eggs themselves. The mutineers hope this event will lure Charles to a mortal fight as he comes in defense of the eggs. Now for the real warning. Charles has the ability to absorb energy from the burst, strengthening and enraging him. We saw it once before, and he may become even more dangerous this time. However, it's not my place to oppose, despite the danger. So, here's the mine key. Once you have retrieved all the eggs, and the key to the shrine, we might just be able to end this hell.
No! How the flippity... How do I... How am I even able to do anything against this guy? This game is less scary and more enraging than anything else. I think I'm just gonna take a break to get something to drink. And then we'll continue. Okay.
Hey, aren't you the new guy who's come here to work for us? You must be. There's something at the top of these towers that I need. And don't worry, I won't make you work for free.
I hope so.
I'm a nice enough guy to pay you. You see, Mr. Warren never told anyone from the mainland about his mining operation here. He never even reported the cave-in. He hasn't paid us since then. Our living quarters are atrocious, and I'm far overqualified for the pay I'm supposed to receive. To top it all off, none of us miners ever received copies of our paperwork. But that doesn't affect my subordinates as much as someone with my status. I'm gonna sue the pants off of Warren once I escape this island, and I need those files to prove that he breached our contract. He keeps all his files at the top of these towers. I could explain how I ascertained this, but I doubt it would make sense to you. Problem is, he erected these towers years before we ever started mining, and now they're falling apart. I could scale them myself, but since you're here, go sniff around for those files. As a reward, you can have one of my useless pieces of scrap. I bet you'd love to have it.
Okay. Scrap, scrap, scrap. I need scrap. I want all this scrap. Oh joy. Parkour. Thinking of the foundation for this operation has been considerably more complicated than I expected. Not only by cost, but the logistic of the construction and delivery supplies to the primary site will need to strike gold if we want any chance of avoiding bankruptcy. Well, I'm too high for him to do anything, right? Right? Ah, I need to have a better jump. No! Ugh! Hmm. Ow. Can't do anything if I'm here, right? 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 So much for a spider.
You look like a monkey climbing those towers. I sure am glad I found these files. Here's that scrap you were begging for. Don't spend it all in one place.
Alright. Back to the train we go. Okay. I just wanted to explore, but I don't think that's a smart idea. Okay, I did something. There we go. Back to normal? Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I assumed. Absolutely nothing in these woods.
You must be the archivist that Eugene told us about. We're happy you came to help us out of this predicament with Charles and that madman Warren. You know, that old train of yours will need some major upgrades if you want to take down Charles. There are some metal scraps in my barn that you could use to improve it. Here's the key to the barn. It's just up the path, but I'll mark it on your map anyway.
Awfully nice of them to give us this. Even though Eugene has promised to send help once he has reached the mainland, I've just realized he never mentioned if he'd return. I suppose if he is the type of person to ignore the fine detail of a plan, everyone on the island is trying to find a way out of this mess. And I can only hope that this archivist friend of his can work some magic. I don't care what strange thing they've done before, or what practice they use, as long as Charles ends up dead. Most folk from here want the same, but then there are the crazies who want to leave him be. That darn one has lost his marbles. Yes, definitely has. Sorry about that.
What a delicacy you found.
Ugh, it was stressful. Sorry if I was loud.
Here are those scraps I offered. Have a safe night, little one.
Who's home? Oh! I love the pickles. Pickles are the love. Pickles are the life. I love the pickles. They make me feel the happiest. Pickle, pickle, pickle.
I need my pickles! I ate the last jar of pickles I had in my house, and there's only one jar of pickles left on the island. My secret jar of pickles, locked away inside my pickle cave. I would have gotten them hours ago, but I lost my pickle key. Someone else on the island might have some lock pickles. I mean, lockpicks. And if you can bring me my special jar of pickles, I'll give you all the scrap metal I have as a reward.
Okay. I'll just check what's there first. If there's anything at all. Nope. Pickle, pickle, pickle. Pickle, pickle, pickle. Pickle, pickle, pickle. Pickles! Alright. Oh gosh, darn it. I'm so bad at timing. Alright, let's give this to Pickle Lady and we'll end it for tonight. As long as Rain Spider Buddy doesn't destroy me. Charlie boy. Let's not jinx ourselves. Yes, your pickles.
I thank you so very much for bringing me my pickles! You are my pickle hero! Here are some scraps as a reward for your valiant pickle questing.
Alright. Maybe one final place since I still have time. I've been praying someone for the first... Yeah. I've been praying someone from the first evacuation group would just send back another boat, but I guess they all think that George's supply boat is still evacuating people. They're all safe and cozy on the mainland, but feel no obligation to make sure everyone else escapes. I know that Charles sinking the boat isn't something that anyone would expect, but still, it think I would have left this place by now. It makes me sick.
My goodness, the others actually convinced you to come help us.
Yes!
I'm so glad you came, but I simply cannot stay any longer. This island is too much for my nerves to handle. I've brought all my belongings here so I can leave immediately when a boat arrives. Although now that I think about it, I did forget my journal at home. Could you bring it to me? It's a dangerous journey for sure, but you might manage with that train of yours. I'll give you all the scrap metal I have. Just please, bring the journal next time you're here.
Yeah, I think that's all the scrap metal here. It is definitely a next time sort of thing. Well, I think that will be all for tonight. 2 hours ish of streaming. I think that's good.